Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Round and Around We Go by PjoeterBliep. So this was created for Exum Theme Week, and as you know, we had more than enough puzzles for that week, so the rest are being sprinkled throughout the month. Let's go over the rules to this one, because it is bouncing diagonal exums, which I've never seen before. All right, so we do have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, meaning in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have these bouncing x sums. Let's just take this 34 here. I'm not going to try to give an exact example here, like that actually works, but let's just say this was a 5. What you do is so I guess I'm getting ahead of myself here because I read the rules ahead of time. This diagonal here is telling us, hey, look in this direction. And then this arrow says, hey, bounce this way if you can. Say if you can, because we may not need to use that many cells. But if we use 5, so how many cells do we use? We use the number of cells that are in the clue next to the arrow. So the first one along our direction. So say this was a 5. And that means we're going to use 5 cells in this direction, including this 5 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we bounce. Now, once we've used 5 cells, now what we need to do is we need to add them all up, and they need to add to this clue, 34. So this could be, say, 6, and then 5, and then 6, and then 4. And that probably doesn't add to 34. But if you added those up, they would need to add to the clue. And if this was, say, a 4 instead of a 6, we just use these 4. Just because we can bounce doesn't mean we do. If it was a 6, then we'd use all of these cells. Hopefully that's clear. It includes this cell, includes the count, and you add them all up, and they add to the clue. All right, and that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. I am very suspicious of this 34 clue. Let's highlight all of this. The first thing I'm curious about is whether this can actually get away with being a 5. So the biggest we could make this is a 6 here, a 5-6 pair here, and then this could also be a 6. So this would be the biggest we could make 5 cells. This would be 18 plus 10, that's 28, that is not 34. So we definitely know that we're going to use all of these cells. This is a 6 in that case. Now let's maximize this. This could maximize as a 6, this could be a 5-6 pair, and this could be a 5-6 pair. And that resolves as 5-6, 5-6. All right. So 4 6s adds to 24, plus another 10 is 34. So our maximum is also our required sum. So that's the only way we're going to do that. Now that does seem to flow into this 10. We're going to use 5 cells for the 10. We already have 5 taken, so these need to be very small. The smallest we could do is a 1 here, a 1-2 pair here, and a 1 here, giving us 2 and 1. And 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 is 5, so that does give us the 10. All right, do I look at the 7 or the 20 next? Maybe the 7. Oh, I'm curious about the 7. So I guess the first question is, can it be a, well, it can't be a 1, obviously. It can't be a 2, because we'd have to do 2, 5, and the 5's already taken. By the way, is there any Sudoku I can do that might help? 6 is down here. 6 is placed here. Places 6 here. 6s are done. Okay, what about 5s? 5 is in one of these two. 5's up here. 1's down here. 1's one of these two. 1's up here. Okay. I don't think there's any more Sudoku. 2's in one of these two. Oh, actually, okay. So we know this isn't a 2, because then we would take these 2 cells, adding to 7. We need to use a 5 here, and this can't be a 5. So that places the 2 here. Is there more with 2's? I don't think so. Okay. So we know that this is 1 down here, and then we need 3, 4. So this is 3 or 4 only. Now, if this was also a 3 or 4, if it wasn't the 1, so if it wasn't a 1, it would be another 3, 4. This 3, 4 pair would already add to 7, and that's no good. So this has to be a 1. That places the 1 here and the 1 here. Okay, now we're done with 1s. So this is 3 or 4. This is a 1. This is a 3 or 4. So I think what we have to do is a 3 here and a 3 here, and then this is a 1. If this was a 4, then we'd have to use all 4 of these. These would have to add to 3, and we'd have to do 1, 1, 1. That's no good. So this is a 3, that's a 4, that's a 3, and 3 plus 1 is 7. Perfect. Okay, so that 7 was good to look at. I need a 2, 4 here. I'm just going to fill these out. I need a 2, 3, 4 here. I need a 2, 4, 5 here. This one is on a bend. Yeah, it's the bend for this 20. Interesting. So how's this 20 going to work? Well, let's fill these out, actually. This is a 4. And this is a 3, 5 pair. I don't think we're getting 20 and 3. 3 plus 6 is only 9. This would have to be an 11. So this is 5 and this is 3. Places the 5 here. Let's just getting as much Sudoku as we can helps us with that final exum. We don't have to think as hard. This is a 3, 4 pair. This is a 2, 5 pair. We know the order. That's 2, that's 5. That places the 5 in this box. This is a 4 and a 2. This is a 4 and a 3. That's a 4. We get the 4 here. Oh, wow. So we just have to fix this deadly pattern of 2 3s. So we're using these to add to 20, and these already add to 17. So this is a 3. That's a 2. That's a 3. That's a 2. And we're done. All right. Cool. Very nice puzzle, PjoeterBliep. That flowed really nicely. Just remember to do Sudoku. Don't go straight to the next clue. Do as much Sudoku as you can in between clues, and you'll have an easier time thinking about stuff. All right, cool. Well, let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.